Of course, we all know about the main things that make men more attractive: hitting the gym, optimizing your clothing, your style, this, that, the other. We talk about these things ad nauseum. But the other day, I was sitting, thinking, philosophizing, as I often do, because I am a philosopher, of course. And the question arose, what separates truly attractive men? And I'm not talking about the hot guy in your high school or that TikToker with the floppy hair that all the young girls fawn over. No, I'm talking about that 1% of the top 1%. The guy that collectively all of humanity would agree is attractive. And oftentimes, it's not entirely based on how they look. As you will find, it goes a little bit deeper. Now, lucky for you guys, I'm quite the intellectual, and I did my research, my hardcore thinking, and I came up with the top 3 things that actually separate them. And I'm going to talk about this today. Real quick though, shout out to Carl Friedrich for sponsoring today's video. Now, without further ado, let's get into the first thing that separates these unicorn men that are highly, highly attractive. Number 1 is they all have experiences. It's no secret that women respect and chase guys that have experiences. It's like those old Dos Equis commercials. The most interesting man in the world, he's talking about all the things he's done and making him sound like such an interesting person.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Of course, you could be doing all of the glow-up tips in the world, have the physique of a Greek god, and the chiseled face of John Cortegidano or whatever the but yet, if you're only as deep as the kiddie pool, no one's gonna have any respect for you. They're gonna look at you like you're just a himbo, a male bimbo. The attractive man, the truly attractive man has stories. He can integrate into any conversation and appraise interest through his life and what he's experienced. So a man once said, if you don't have any stories, if you don't have any experience, you're just a young guy, then get on the train from Portugal and ride it all the way to Singapore. It'll take 3 weeks and you'll definitely get some stories out of that. Maybe you get robbed. Maybe you score a 10 out of 10 female at a hostel or something. Who knows? Some of my craziest, best stories came from when I was living in Italy as a 20-year-old student, and we're bumming it, staying in hostels all around Europe. The hostels are flooding. We're missing our trains, and it's like being thrown into the pool and being forced to learn to swim. And this, I think, is the best way to accrue experiences. Put yourself in situations where you are forced to grow and adapt, and that's how you become an interesting individual. As a young man, you need to fit in some time to travel. And now, traveling is easier than ever thanks to our sponsor at Carl Friedrich, the best luggage in the game. Carl Friedrich is a leather and travel goods brand that stands for timeless design, understated confidence, and the pursuit of quality. I got my carry-on luggage a few months ago and I took it over to Germany with me, and I got so many compliments on it. They use nothing but the finest quality materials and the best craftsmen to come up with these incredible designs. They use full grain vachetta leather produced by artisans in Tuscany, Italy, who leverage the century-old technique of vegetable tanning to create these incredible luggage pieces. This means it has supple texture with a natural finish, and the vegetable tan leather ages beautifully over time, so this is going to last you a long time. It's got an external hard shell pocket that makes for easy access of all your, necessities in your laptop and stuff like that, so you're not fumbling around trying to dig your laptop out for ages, missing your flight. A lightweight polycarbonate shell, which is a premium material used by top brands, and the silent 360-degree silent Hinomoto spinning wheels. Basically, this luggage has the best assets available for luggage. Now, if you're going to be traveling, like I recommend you do to gain those experiences, you need a nice, dependable luggage case, and you can try it now, a 100-day trial with Carl Friedrich. If you don't like it, send it back, get a full refund. Also, lifetime warranty and worldwide shipping. And it's just really stylish too. So stay stylish while traveling by clicking the link in the description and get your amazing carry-on pro, as well as lots of other traveling accessories and luggage from Carl Friedrich. Thank you, Carl Friedrich, for sponsoring today's video. So number 1 is get some damn experiences under your belt. Become a man worth inspiring, worth gaining interest. Become an interesting mother. That's it. Number 2, I didn't really know how to word this or to phrase it. So I think the best way is just to say you need to max out the extensions of self. Let me explain, because I know you're confused right now. We all know about looks maxing. That's why a lot of you guys are here. It's where you maximize your looks. So we do all these glow up tips. We study fitness, diet, grooming, clothes, all this other shit. And it does help, of course. But a lot of guys, I would say 99% of guys, neglect the extensions of themselves. So your room, max out the look, the aesthetic of your room, your car. That doesn't mean you need to go blow your life savings on a car that you can't afford, but no, take care of your car, keep up on the oil changes, clean it weekly, make sure it's something that you can look at with pride. And if a woman gets in it, she can realize that this is a responsible individual who cares about the extensions of himself. And you can extrapolate this to any sector of your life. The place that you stay, make sure it's meticulously cleaned. Check in on your friends and family. Do what you can to help them out. Stay on top of your studies. You know, I made a TikTok in my glow up series and I gave the tip to get some wall art for your room. Don't just have blank walls or, old Dragon Ball Z posters. Get some actual, mature art, whether it's a painting or a texture canvas or something like this. And I got roasted in the comments. People, oh, this isn't glow up tip. I didn't sign up for this. Why should I care about my room? It matters. It's an extension of yourself just as much as the clothing you wear or, the product you put in your hair. Your room is a part of you, especially if you plan on having a woman or somebody join you in this lifestyle. That's going to be part of their lifestyle as well. So you want to max that out. Max out the extensions of yourself. A lion keeps his kingdom in order. Are you a lion or a zebra or a little jackal running a crust, picking up scraps? No, be a lion and maintain the order of your kingdom. And the last and final thing that I could think of, and probably the most important that separates highly attractive men, is they are non-judgmental. They have not even a hint of judgment in their persona. And I know a lot of you guys are probably a little offended right now, or at the very least a little confused. What does he mean by that? Well, what I mean is this. Have you ever been talking to some of your girlfriends or something, and they're talking about another guy, and they're like, yeah, he's hot, but he's just such a Republican, or he's so right-wing, or he's so misogynistic, or even he's so liberal. It could go in any direction, right? It's these men who fully buy into these different collective judgment units, because that's what they are. These sectors of people who are so highly concerned about what other people are doing with their lives. They're misogynistic, they're anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ, anti-whatever the hell. It could be anything. And I know a lot of you guys have some very strong feelings about these things, and a lot of these feelings stem from these other guys in the manosphere that you follow. But I'll tell you right now, any time wasted thinking about what other people who you don't know, have nothing to do with, how they are living their lives, is time that you may as well be dead. You'll never get that time back. The confident, highly, truly attractive man is more focused on his own life that he has in front of him, the people that he interacts with in his daily life. He's unmisogynistic, he's unjudgmental, because it has nothing to do with him. He realizes that he only has one turn on this earth, and he's not gonna squander it being upset and negative and judging other people for how they choose to live their lives. No, it doesn't even compute in his mind. He has other things that he's passionate about. He's got his own narrative, his own plan, his own pursuits, and his own passions that take precedent over all this other bullshit. You should be that man. A few months ago, I made another video called something like the 5 traits of big dick energy or something like that. And I used Pete Davidson as an example, this kind of gangly, mid-level attraction looking guy who was able to score top tier women like Kim Kardashian, Ariana Grande, Kaya Gerber. We explored why that was possible. I was so intrigued because I truly was curious how. And the answer that finally clicked and immediately made sense is he's one of these individuals who is simply non-judgmental. He's not fully buying into some sort of agenda. He's living his life. He has no hint of misogyny in him. And there's others like him, Chris Evans, as opposed to somebody like Chris Pratt, who has kind of come under fire for his, conservative, highly Republican religious views. He kind of turned off a lot of his female fans that, originally he had. Now, I'm not up here on some podium telling you that you can't be a Republican or you can't be a conservative, because you do it if you want. I don't care. I'm not taking sides here. I'm just telling you, in the world's view, the men that are the most collectively attractive are the men who are in their own lane, chasing their passion, chasing their purpose, because they realize that you only have one life on here. You only get one of these lives, so why the hell would you waste it crying and bitching and moaning and arguing about what other people are doing with their lives? So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, subscribe, and until next time, peace.